Okay, so here's the deal. I was not planning on doing a beauty tutorial today. I was gonna take the afternoon off, but I just finished recording my very last segment for E! News for the weekend, and I didn't want this good light, this good hair day, and this beat to go to waste. So walk you through my everyday makeup look that you see me wearing on E! News for our YouTube shows. Kind of my everyday makeup look that I've been doing on quarantine. I know it might feel like a lot of makeup for some of you, but the thing about me is that I don't feel like myself if I don't put a little effort into my hair and makeup. Now, some days a little effort is like 5 minutes, and some days it's 35 minutes. And that's because doing my hair and makeup is part of my normal routine. And I think right now what I'm looking for is the most sense of normalcy that I can find. For me, for whatever reason, it's glam. I love it. It like settles me. I get into a zone. So let's get to it. I'm gonna walk you through step by step of how I do my makeup. And I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way when it comes to getting glam. So this look that you see on me today, I feel like I'm on YouTube right now. Okay, so this look that you see brought to you by this basket of product. Everything that I use is in here. I kind of organize it like this, so in case I have to do my makeup downstairs, I can like run downstairs with this. I also love doing my makeup. Hold on, there's something weird on my screen. All right, y'all, let's get to the beat. For me, every makeup application starts with a damp beauty blender. I use this tool for like 90% of my products. For foundation, I have been using the Fit Me from Maybelline. These are the two colors that I use. So one is more of a dewy finish and one is more of a matte finish. Now I use shade number 125, which is my lighter shade right there. And then I use shade number 310 just to add a little bit of warmth where the sun would naturally hit you. And I do combine them. This was a little trick given to me by my makeup artist, Joseph Carrillo. And it really does give me that like perfectly blended color. And honestly, I think both of these foundations are like under 10 bucks. So it's really inexpensive. And I have to say, I use some pretty pricey foundations day to day back in the city and on set. And these little mass brands are kind of coming for the prestige brands. Next, I go to my concealer. Also, ding, 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 another drugstore buy. This is also from Maybelline. This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser. And I really like it because I like the applicator on it. It's a little sponge. So in case you don't have a beauty blender, you can actually use the tip of this to apply your concealer. Now with my foundation, I go all over my face. And then with the darker foundation, I really just go in through the cheekbone, kind of down here on my jawline, and right at the top of my forehead where the sun would naturally hit me. With my concealer, I still have acne. I'm 39 years old, and for whatever reason, I still break out. Now, I'm not trying to fight it. I'm trying to do my best with my skincare, but sometimes you just get pimples, and that's okay. So I use this to spot correct any redness I have from picking. Not that I've been picking. Okay, maybe I have. The key with this concealer, and I'm gonna give it to you and I'm gonna break it down. You've got to blend it out. So the second you put it on, you're gonna be like, that doesn't match. This is the wrong color. I shouldn't have bought this. Let me throw it away. Don't throw it away. Take that beauty blender and just beat, 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 beat until it blends perfectly into your skin. And then at the very end, make sure you take these two fingers and just lightly tap it in because the heat from your fingers actually helps the concealer absorb better into your face. Okay, after that, I usually go to my favorite thing, which are brows. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. By the way, I brush my eyebrows for like longer than I brush my hair. And then you can see it has the finest little tip so that you can actually really get in there and create almost like little fine hairs right at the front of your brows. The one brow gel that works for me is from Arches and Halos. It is their Tanya Crooks Professional Brow Microfiber Tinted Brow Mousse. Look at this teeny tiny baby brush. See how small that is? That grasps those individual hairs, and not only does it grasp them, this holds them up all day long. So if your brow hairs are like mine and they tend to go side or even down, this little baby will make them go straight up. Okay, for setting powder or finishing powder, I use a more expensive one in the city, but again, I went shopping at my drugstore and I found this one from NYX. It is their finishing powder. It is so finely milled, and to me, that is the sign of a really high quality finishing powder. So I use that to set my face all the way down. So I basically cut my chin and then I set under my eyes, and then I just like leave that be, don't touch it, let it bake. I think that's what baking is. I don't know, it's my version of baking. I then am gonna go in and do my quick highlight and contour. So I love this Wonder Stick. This is also from NYX, and this is super easy to use. You use it like a giant crayon. Bring back the beauty blender and just blend it all out until it's like disappeared into my skin, but it still looks like there's more shape. Once I am all done with that, it is time to work on these eyes. Lucky for me, one thing that I did pack because I had just gotten it and I wanted to really try it is the Bare Necessities palette from ColourPop. Every color you could ever want if you are a nudist like I am. I don't mean that I like to be nude, I mean that I love nude shadows. These are all the colors, and I kind of just use a bunch of them depending on how I'm feeling, but the one I've been using a lot lately is this one right here. It's called Idle Hour, and all I do with Idle Hour is just go in the crease with a big fluffy eyeshadow brush and just define my crease. That is literally all I did. Define my crease with Idle Hour. Then, if it's Friday or a Wednesday, because all the days are starting to blend together now, and I'm feeling like I want to bump it up just a little bit, just a little, not a lot, because I don't have a lot of time to do this, what I will do is I will go in here with Prefix. It's this one right here. See how it's like a little bit of sparkle? I will just hit the center of my eyelid with a little Prefix. And then, if I'm feeling like, you know what, the people deserve a little more glam today, I then go in with Silk Teddy or The Talk. So Silk Teddy or The Talk, and I will just put those in the inner corner of my eyes just to add a little brightness. Keep it simple. Again, 3 shadows, my finger, and 1 fluffy brush. I mean, we can all do that. Oh, and then sometimes, God, there's a lot of steps. Sometimes I will do like a little flick of a liner, which is what I did today, just with like a black eyeliner, because my eye shape naturally goes down, and so I correct with a little sweep of an upward eye pencil. Let's talk about mascara, because there's 2 things I won't leave the house without. Number 1, brows. I don't leave the house without brows, and I don't leave the house without mascara. Ding, 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 ding. Another drugstore buy. This is Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express Mascara. Joseph Carrillo, also, who I've now shouted out like 17 times. Hashtag sponsored by Joseph Carrillo. He recommended this mascara to me and I absolutely love it. I also just love the formulation of this mascara. It is like the blackest of black. It doesn't clump, it separates, it lifts, it adds volume. I mean, it basically does all of the things that you want out of a mascara that you often only get by layering 2 different mascaras, which is what I used to have to do until I discovered The Falsies by Maybelline. So anyway, I do like 2 coats of mascara and then I finish with that. One thing I also don't ever like to go on camera without is a little bit of blush. And to be totally honest with you, I am a cream blush girl. Powder blushes, for whatever reason, maybe it's because I'm getting older, I don't know, they just don't look luminous on my skin. So I'm always trying to add luminosity back into my skin. So I use this cream blush by Stila. I've probably been using this for, I don't know, the greater portion of the last 7 years. It's called Peony. It is a cream blush and it's just like the perfect shade of pink. So I actually use the belly of the Beauty Blender to go into the blush, and then I just hit the apples of my cheeks and we're done. Now, for lips. I might have kept everything else really simple, but I do love a good lip, especially on camera. Having a lip with dimension and definition just like completely lights up your face. And I talk for a living. My job is to talk on camera. So like these lips, my lip gloss, it's gotta be poppin'. Like, come on, let's not play. Here is my 3-step lip that you always see me with. There is a lipstick, there is a liner, and there is a lip gloss. All of these 3 work together to give you this. This is Anita, and it is from Nars. This is like my go-to lipstick color. I wear it almost every day on E-News when we're back on set, and now that we're doing E-News live from my house in Montauk, it is just like the most beautiful, perfect shade of pink, and it's beautiful on its own, but it's also even better when you add a little lip liner. This is the Truffle lip liner from Dose of Colors. I actually only define the very outer edges of my lips with this because I've already put on Anita, which is why I do lipstick first, then the lip liner, then, oh baby. Then we go in with Fussy from Fenty. If there could only be one lip gloss sold in the entire world for the rest of my life, it's this lip gloss. It's so beautiful. Then once I'm done with all of that, I take a big powder brush, which is not in here right now, and I just kind of go all over and dust off my NYX finishing powder that was all over my face. I just blend it in, make sure there's no shine, and that's it. I'm ready for my day on E-News, or I'm ready for my day in quarantine, whatever that might be for you. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you got some good information, some good tips, some good tricks, and some great new product recommendations from my beauty basket while we're all here kind of trying to find the best versions of ourselves during this quarantine. Enjoy, and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see y'all back on my Instagram, clearly on TikTok, or on E-News.